I hear you.
I'm stuck. But I'm so scared in here.
If we turn into that lane, honey, we're gonna get hit by somebody else. They need to shut that lane off or we're gonna get hit again.
And he was getting ready to walk away, and I just was like, "Sir, can I give you a hug? Do you mind if I give you a hug?" And I gave him a hug, and he just hugged me and embraced me, and I felt like he just needed somebody to love him. I don't know if this man had any family or not. From what it sounded like, they didn't have family. Him and his wife were just. He said that he was blessed with money and he wanted to share that and he wanted to give to others. Hey guys, so we have some pretty crazy news. Our weekend took a turn. We were actually in a car accident. Today is Saturday. We were in a car accident last night, but we all are okay. What happened was we were out celebrating. Well, I was working last night and Josh came to pick me up from work, and after we went to Steak and Shake to get some dinner, and then we were heading home and we were heading down I think it's Wilma Rudolph, yeah. We were heading down Wilma Rudolph Road and we were in the far left lane, and the truck came from this side out of the gas station. So he came from the left and we were in the far left lane, and then there was like a turning lane at the light that we were sitting at that he pulled into. Well, we were beside him. We had already pulled up beside him and we're just sitting there waiting for the light to turn green, and noticed him hitting into us, and he just kept his truck had spiked lug nuts on it, I guess is what they're called. And when he was trying to get turn his wheel to get off our car, it started eating into the side of the door. But we are okay. We were just kind of really upset because we have both had a really rough week. And I'll take you guys out in a second to let you guys see the car. I got some footage after, when the accident actually happened, and I'll go ahead and insert that here.
Turn your car over a little bit because I'm trying to back out and I'm stuck. No, I hear you.
I'm stuck. But I'm so scared in here.
If we turn into that lane, honey, we're gonna get hit by somebody else.
I'm scared in here. Because it's zombies.
It's okay.
Nothing to be scared of, really.
I'm just scared it's back now. Okay.
How far in is that door is he? Because he's dragging us with him every time he moves the truck.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm not brave. I'm not brave.
Gwen, here, hold on his hand. It's okay.
Hey, do you think you could pull over a couple inches this way?
Yeah, let me see.
Locked in there pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's
These guys all the way up in the side.
Oh man.
It's okay, baby.
You're
It's
all right,
okay. It's
Hold on
okay.
just a second.
Yeah.
It's okay, honey. It's okay, baby. It's okay. His tire's eating the side of our car. They're gonna have to get a fire truck to pull some parts.
I'm so scared, Mommy.
But anyways, like I said, we were all okay. We were just shaken up a little bit, and the girls were kind of like, what happened? Like, what's wrong with our car? Like, Caroline was all upset because she loves that car. Like, she always gets really excited. She's like, I want to ride in Mama's car. And we always ask her, like, do you want to ride in Daddy's car or Mama's car? And she's like, I want to ride in Mama's car. So she likes that car, and she was really upset. She was like, it's got boo-boos. It got boo-boos. But it's okay. We're scheduled to get it checked out next Friday. I wish it was sooner because I have to work all week next week. So probably either going to drive it around like it is, or I will take the truck. And we are very blessed to have 3 vehicles right now, 2 of them paid off, and only 1 that we owe like money on, and that's the car that got hit last night. So we are very blessed, so that way we can take the other 2 vehicles to work if we have to. But I have to work next week, so I'm going to be taking either the truck or the car that got hit. But that is kind of what happened the other night, and we're just trying to, right now we already like put the claim in with our insurance and everything, and we're just basically waiting to get it inspected and waiting for them to tell us what all needs done on the car and like what all we're gonna have to get fixed. All right, I'm sitting on our tub, but I'm like getting tired of holding the camera. But anyways, we also had another crazy like thing happen this weekend, and it just amazes me like what God can do, because after the accident last night we were really shaken up, and then we tried to like start our morning off better. Unfortunately, it did not start off better. The girls did not sleep good last night, and I did not sleep good. I think I was just really shaken up from the accident, so I did not get very much sleep last night. But we also woke up at like 6:30 this morning, so we were all pretty tired, and we were like, okay, let's try to make this day a better day. So we went out, switched the car seats over to Josh's car, the car that he uses for work. And we were like, we're going to go to the gym, get a good workout in, and try to have a better day today. So we get to the gym, and daycare at the gym is from 8 to 12. So we got there, and we got there a little bit later today because we were just kind of all like dragging today. But we got there, and they're like, oh, we're at full capacity, which is understandable because on a Saturday, nobody really wants to get up until late. But we were just like, okay, great, like this is how our weekend's been going. So we were just a little upset. We're like, okay, like this is just another bad thing happening. All right, we're just gonna roll with it. So we're like, let's go ahead and go to the store and get groceries. So we go to Kroger, and that's like our like stop place for like getting groceries and stuff. Like our top store for getting groceries. We used to go to Aldi's, but now Kroger is just closer, so we just always go there. But we went to Kroger, and we're just sitting there like getting our groceries, and I was like actually in the freezer section. I don't know if this lighting is very good, but it is what it is. Sorry guys. We were like in the freezer section getting some stuff out of the freezer, and this, like I turned to the side and noticed Josh was talking to an older man, and I was like, what is going on? And I noticed he like handed Josh cash. And I was like, wait a second, that's $100 bill he's just handing to Josh. And he was just like walking away, and I was like, oh my goodness, this man just like walked up and gave us $100 bill. And so like I yelled out to him, and I was like, sir, you have no idea how much we appreciate this. Like we were just in a car accident last night, and our week was just like going really bad, and this means a lot. Like we appreciate this very much. And he just walked off, and we're like, what just happened? Like this man just came up and gave us $100 bill and didn't really introduce himself. We don't know his name. He just came up and gave us $100 bill. And so we're like getting groceries. We went to the checkout. We started checking out, and he came back, and I'm like, where did this man come from? And he says, I'm gonna pay for you guys' groceries. And I'm like, I like literally start crying, and Josh is sitting over there like oh my goodness, like, sir, you don't need to do this. You don't have to do this. We are fine. We're doing fine. We don't need this money. And we both kind of just like shocked. We don't really know what to say because like this stuff does not happen. I truly believe there are people out there nowadays that are just genuinely like caring and loving and kind to people. But it's not very often that you run into people that are like, oh, here's $100 bill. And then here, like our groceries was like $230 today. And he offered to pay for us. And I was like, there's multiple people coming through the store today. Like there's multiple people checking out that he could go over and be like, hey, they have probably like $20 worth of groceries here. I'll pay for their groceries. But he walked up to us like with our like buggies. We had 2 buggies full of groceries. And like offered to pay for our groceries. And he just put his card in and paid for everything. And at that point, like I was just crying, and I heard him explaining to Josh while I was trying to take care of the girls, he was explaining to him that I guess his wife had Alzheimer's and he was actually like diagnosed with cancer. And like, I don't know, but just when you think like you have it bad, there's other people out there that have it a lot worse. And it makes you like just recognize that and see how good and appreciate how much you have and appreciate the things you have. And somebody's kindness can like make you look at things completely differently. We were having a bad week and then everything just turned, like everything just completely turned around. And he was getting ready to walk away and I just was like, sir, can I give you a hug? Do you mind if I give you a hug? And I gave him a hug and he just hugged me and embraced me, and I felt like he just needed somebody to love him. I don't know if this man had any family or not. From what it sounded like, they didn't have family. Him and his wife were just, he said that he was blessed with money and he wanted to share that and he wanted to give to others. And apparently he goes in there often to like help people out with their groceries and just be kind to others. And like I'm just completely like, I don't know what to say still, because stuff like that just does not happen. And it just took us by surprise. We were both really shocked that this sweet old guy just came out of nowhere and just felt the need that like to give us something. And I don't know like why, because we aren't doing bad off. Like we're not struggling. We have money to pay our bills. We pay our bills. We have a house to live in. So we're not struggling. But for some reason, he picked us out and felt like we were the ones who needed it. And we walked out of the store and we were both completely shocked. Like, and the whole time all this was happening, the girls were losing their minds. Like they were just screaming the whole time, like asking for candy and stuff. And Josh and I were like really embarrassed. We were like, okay, this sweet old man's trying to be kind and trying to be considerate, and our kids are losing their minds. Like, why on earth would he want to help us out? Like, we're crazy. Like, our kids are crazy. But we were just like, we're walking out of the store and we're like, really, did that just really happen? Because like, we definitely do not deserve that. We did not deserve that sweet old man just coming up and like helping us out. But we were very shocked. And I wish, like I told Josh so bad, I was like, I wish we would have gotten his name, because he was just the sweetest and most genuine old man that you would ever meet. Like, just so kind. And I like even Josh was crying and was just like shocked like that had happened. And we both were really just surprised. And like he even bought, like Josh had bought me like a Mother's Day balloon and flowers, and like he completely covered all that. And like now I'm gonna look at those flowers and see what, like, it would have been special if Josh would have got it from me, but it's even more special that this sweet old man just saw us in a store and was like, hey, I'm going to help this family out, and just gave what he had to others. And like, he was not dressed like fancy. He was not like, he did not seem like he cared about materialistic things. Like, he was dressed in a simple little t-shirt and little like sweatshorts. He was dressed in a t-shirt and sweatpants, and just walking around the store just trying to find people that needed help or that he felt needed help. And I'm very grateful. Like, I'm grateful that happened to us, because it completely changed our mindset that, like, yes, bad things do happen, but also miracles can happen. Like, I truly believe that was just a miracle, that God knew that we had a rough week, and he sent this sweet old man to just bless us. And those things do happen. So when you get caught up on the things that go bad in your life, truly, like, keep saying to yourself that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is something good that can come from this, because even though you may not see it, God has something special in store, and God can do something special like today. But like, I'm completely shocked that happened, and I feel very, like, overwhelmed with, like, love that he had for people. And like when I hugged him, it just felt like he was just genuinely such a sweet and kind old person. And I still wish I would have got his name, because I would have loved to write it down and just remembered his name like the rest of my life. That this sweet old man just came out of nowhere and decided that he was going to bless our day and just genuinely care about us and give us what he had. So, like, I don't know where to start, but like, our week has been completely crazy. We've both been very busy this week. I had work and Josh had work. And then yesterday was our 5-year anniversary, and then the car accident happened, and it just kind of seemed like everything was just going crazy. And then today just completely turned around, and we were able to have a second vehicle in the driveway to take around town today, and also everything that happened at the store, and like, just that miracle that happened. I am very grateful for everything that's happened this past week, and it's made me be grateful for even the bad moments too, because those things teaches us lessons. It teaches us to be grateful, and it teaches us to be kind in those situations. Like, when the car accident happened, Josh was completely calm, like, the whole time. I went into mother bear mode, and I was like defensive, where I was like, okay, this man needs to be like tested for like drinking and driving or something, because we were literally sitting right beside him, and he just kept like driving into the side of us. And I was super upset, and I wanted to say more to the man, but I kind of was just like, I was like quiet. And when it happened, I was upset, and I was like screaming when it first happened, because I was like, he just kept like driving into the side of us. Like, couldn't you feel our car? Like, why are you still driving into the side of us? But like, in that moment, I was really upset. But when I seen how calm Josh was and stuff, it made me calm down. It made me think about like, hey, things I say, the things I do, the kids are watching, our kids are watching, and am I going to be an example for God? And if my husband is sitting there being calm and being an example of God's love, and then I need to be like, I need to step up and just calm down. So I kind of let him take the reins the rest of the evening, and I let him talk to the police officers and let him talk to the guy that actually hit us. Because he was way calmer than I was, so I didn't want to say anything that I couldn't take back or that I would regret later, because I know like in those situations people are just heated and they want to like they just want to rage out, and that's how I was when we first got hit. I kind of wanted just to rage out on the guy and just be like mama bear, like, hey, we have kids in the car, like, you shouldn't have ran into us, like, gotten really upset. But like Josh was so calm, and he stayed calm the whole time. So anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling, and I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys out and show you the car. So he hit the left side, and as you can see, like, see how deep it went in here?
Yeah, and you know what's this? A piece
Like,
of
it
the
bent
car.
all the metal up and like ripped from where he had those like spiked lug nuts, I guess. It made a like complete hole in the side.
Yeah, and look at this hole right here. And look right here.
Yep, and then, yeah, there's like marks all the way down here.
Yeah. After that car hit us, it made those scratches.
Right here, you can see one of the bolts on the side of the door. And it bent like all this part right here. There's a bent, like the bent part right here, and then up here underneath the mirror. I guess it bent whenever he was trying to like back out.
I know what can we do. Mommy, I know what can we do. We just have to. What about we buy a new car?
Yeah, no baby, we just bought this car. We're not buying a new car. Josh said there was no like damage, but there's actually some scratches right here, like on the side. I don't know if you can see it.
I have
There's
another
a
idea.
big scratch right here.
Mommy, I have another idea. Let's fix it.
We're gonna try to get it fixed, babe. There's a big scratch right here, and it looks like there's a few scratches right here. So it didn't just damage the door.
Let's go.
He hasn't looked underneath the car yet, but I don't know if anything. Kind of looks like this is off a little bit right here.
What's awful?
I don't know if that's normally supposed to look like that. But he's gonna look underneath the car and see if anything's wrong underneath of it, but that's how it looks. We have an appointment next week. It's got little scratches on the mirror too. We have an appointment next Friday to get it looked at. All right, babe, come on.
What about, and he's gonna open it for you.
Yeah.
I know it's your Mother's Day gift, but we're not gonna want your Mother's Day.
But yeah, we are going to hopefully get it fixed, and hopefully like we won't have to pay too much to get it fixed. But we're just thankful that the girls weren't hurt. Gwen sits on that side, like behind Josh, so we're just grateful that like he didn't hit harder, and that he wasn't like driving really fast and like to where it was gonna affect the girls. But that is it for today's vlog. We will see you in our next video. Bye guys.
Yeah.